Hello, everyone. It's Sam Ridgway. It's another episode of Tales from the Crypto with our resident guru, and that's Cameron Sykes right here. And um, Cameron, why don't you start off with like what's going on in the market today? Because we kind of start off with that every now and then. So Bitcoin is doing great. Take it.
Bitcoin has been crushing for the past week, literally ever since it turned October 1st exactly, and we started Q4. It's just been rocking and rolling, kind of what we've been waiting for this entire time since we started doing the show. But I don't know, I'm sure people have noticed that Bitcoin's been going up and their altcoins have been going down. So like, what the hell's been going on with that? And essentially, Bitcoin is, when it's moving up, it's basically sucking up all the liquidity. So basically, all the traders are basically moving their stuff into Bitcoin. It's shooting up. And that's why our altcoins are going down, because they're putting everything in Bitcoin. And then basically, once Bitcoin shoots up, it hits a certain trajectory, a certain threshold, and then it starts consolidating. And then it's like, then the altcoins start moving up into where their prices are appropriate for that level of Bitcoin. And then it's going to keep pumping up and then sucking up liquidity. Then we'll keep on playing catch up until alt season comes around. And then we just start really rallying. It's basically like a mama duck crossing the street, and then all of her little duckling babies are walking across the street behind her. Mama duck is like, oh, they're too far behind, stops, looks behind. Come on, guys, play catch up. And that's our altcoins catching up to the mama duck, Bitcoin. Then we get there. She's like, all right, I'm going to keep walking. And then she goes up, sucks liquidity down, and then have to keep playing catch up until ultimately, the ducks cross the street. And that's when alt season basically comes. And so it's been interesting. You just got to be patient. Things are really looking good for the market right now. Things are going to continue to pick up. And I think we're seeing a lot of momentum, and 2022 is going to be crazy, but we're going to start seeing things really, really picking up as each week moves forward.
I think so. And I think absolutely you're right. It's Bitcoin takes it and goes up, pulls that money into the market, stalls out, and then people are like, okay, I've made my money in Bitcoin, but I already have it here. So let me sell some of it off, put it into altcoins that are going to go up. So it seems the way that it goes is Bitcoin goes, which it's done, then Ethereum follows. The king of what I would call the altcoins goes, which if you look at Ethereum, it's like going. And then that's usually when those altcoins come in. So it's almost like you should put money into the altcoins. I mean, right now, because it's coming and the altcoins have a far better chance of going parabolic than Bitcoin or Ethereum would. So it's just picking the right ones. Because like DOT yesterday, DOT just started out of nowhere. No rhyme or reason. I mean, it just starts going. So you never know what's going to happen. Just make sure that you're not sticking all your money into the really low cap ones, the ones that you're going to try to 1000x. Because put into something stable.
Yeah, and something to keep in mind is that, okay, not just thinking about what your price target is for your specific coin, but also thinking about where it's priced in relative to where Bitcoin is at right now, because your altcoin is only going to grow so much relative to where it is to Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin's at 57. You're probably not going to get the 10x in the next 2 weeks, because Bitcoin's not even at this all-time year-long high yet. So keep that in mind. Once we break 64, the all-time year-long high, then we'll probably start seeing those crazy returns. But just keep in mind, track where your tokens are relative to where Bitcoin is at right now, and just keep that in mind. I think that's really important.
One of the good things to do, I'm assuming, is keep everything that they've purchased with us so far, because we're right on the precipice of these things really starting to take off. So just be a little more patient.
Oh yeah, this is if you sell now, you're completely insane. I mean, with the returns that we're about to get in the next few months, they're going to be ridiculous. And obviously, we've been waiting a little bit just because the market's kind of been fudding around, but this is going to be all worth the wait, and if you actually want to get those returns, you got to be willing to be patient and make it through these difficult times, which we have. And I think right around the corner is when we're going to see these returns that we've been talking about this entire time since we started doing the show. And I feel great about it.
All right. So we got a couple more coins that you wanted to throw out there today. Why don't we go ahead and do that?
Yeah, let's do it. The first one I have for you today is Dent, and that's ticker symbol DENT. You can get this on Coinbase Wallet. This is trading for about 60% of a cent, so 0.006. Its market cap is 614 million. 52-week low is 0.0001, 52-week high is 0.022. So that means it's down over 70% since that high, which happened on April 4th. And Dent is really cool. Dent's actually a revolutionary player in the market of mobile communications and data services. So today, around half the world's population has restricted access to mobile services because of the high prices traditional mobile carriers offer. And Dent brings in the power of blockchain technology to revolutionize this and provide global access to mobile airtime and data. So in rural areas without commercial mobile network operator coverage, Dent is actually testing nodes that run in a hardware device. And this is in this way, basic internet service should be provided for rural villages in Africa and all over the world. Dent currently has over 26 million users and has virtualized mobile assets and made tradable on Dent Exchange, which is powered by the Dent token. So this kind of really feels like very much like a young Cardano. Like this is kind of where I see how Cardano was at this time in 2020 before anyone even knew about it. They're going to be able to offer a lot of great stuff to these rural areas and underserved communities of the entire world. Mobile's only growing, blockchain's only growing. So I think this is a great opportunity to get in on like a very early Cardano right now before it even takes off. And as I say, you can get this on Coinbase wallet. And I think this is a good long-term hold.
That sounds great. And what's the second one?
The next one we have for you is Mask Network, ticker symbol MASK. You can get this directly on Coinbase. As of this morning, it was trading for $9.54 as a market cap of around 280 million. 52-week low was $3. 52-week high was $97.92. And so Mask is actually really cool. Essentially what they do is that they enable users of popular social media platforms to send cryptocurrency directly between accounts. And this is a major milestone for the crypto community. So for years, large social media platforms and blockchain startups have really tried to configure a way to make sending cryptocurrency through social media easier and more accessible. And Mask essentially simplifies the entire process by eliminating the technical barriers. And so anyone can send a value across the globe in seconds directly through their social media channels utilizing Mask. The initial Twitter offering concept is new, but holds endless potential, I think. And so Mask seeks to provide startups with the ability to conduct token launches on Twitter. So imagine just scrolling through your timeline and find a project of interest and being able to participate in the token launch event just by clicking a few buttons right on Twitter. And so for startups, the idea of receiving both social media exposure and the ability to accept funds from all interested parties is a major upgrade compared to ICOs and IPOs. So additionally, it's far cheaper to host an ITO versus an ICO, and there's no centralized exchange to pay for the listings. And so this is, I think this is really going to be the future. This enables people to go and send, cryptocurrency throughout Twitter or other social media platforms. You could participate in initial token offerings directly on Twitter, just through a click of a button. So I think this has mass potential, and I think this is realistically going to be adopted by all major social media platforms. And this is probably how things are going to be done in the future. So I would get in now. You could buy this on Coinbase. I think this is a great buy and hold, especially for where we are in the market right now.
So that's Coinbase itself, right? Not Coinbase Wallet.
Yep, Coinbase.
All right, perfect. All right, well, those are the two, right? And I'm going to come back again to say, okay, we're going to start altcoin season coming up soon. So obviously we want to buy the red candles, right? We want to buy when it dips, and you don't want to FOMO into something that's getting to its all-time high. Like DOT just started shooting up and people coming in and they buy it at the top. That's silly. Wait till it comes down. But what would you right now, if you had a few extra dollars laying around, what would you stick your money into if it was something that we've already talked about? Is it still Quant? Because Quant it's still that's still down a little bit, but that thing's just going to shoot up like crazy.
Yeah, like I would keep buying Quant. I really like Constellation. We talked about them. DAG, they're down. They've been getting their ass kicked the past couple of weeks, and they're down to around like 19 cents, 20 cents, and which is around their basically 1 year low. And so and with the potential Constellation has, that could realistically be the biggest crypto in the entire world 10 years from now. If you told me that, I would literally not be surprised whatsoever. And so being able to get this at 20 cents right now and just being able to buy and hold and keep that for a couple of years, and 10 years from now, that's going to be like a $10,000, $20,000 a share. And so, the return on that is insane. So 19 cents, just buy it right now, hold in your wallet, forget about it. And then, when you're ready to retire, go check on your account balance and figure out what island you want to buy.
All right. Like this island behind me.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
you just
anyway, right. We just bought this. So anyway, Cameron, I appreciate everything that you do. Again, all of the research and everything that you do to bring each and every episode. So with that, let's do it again next week, and everybody just hold it. It's coming up. All season is coming. all these picks that we've been doing, just keep them and just wait. Give it another, month, a few weeks. You never really know.
Like, these are great ideas. We're really smart. Take our word for it. You're going to be thanking us. Like, honestly, New Year's Eve, you're going to be sitting there in your castle that you bought with the money that you made from all of our picks, and you're going to be very thankful for this. So,
Popping that champagne.
absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Cameron. We'll do it next week. All right.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Bye-bye.